have that much time. We're gonna... Ooh. Hold on, out of nowhere, there's something that happened. Oh. I thought this was an onion. It's like a huge squid. Check that out. There's so many Korean pancakes. This is, it looks like SoonDae. Really? No. Is that SoonDae? Or liver? Or turnips? Man, this is definitely traditional. I honestly thought it'd be so hyped and there'd be so many tourists, but they don't mess with the taste. We're at Gwangjang Traditional Market here in Korea. We're gonna let you know if it's hyped or if it's real. The reason why Gwangjang Shijang will always be the most popular and hyped Shijang in Korea is it's located in the most convenient location right off of line 1 on Jongno Oga or the Jongno 5Ka station. And it's also one of the only Shijangs that's large and centrally located in the middle of Seoul, particularly where all the touristy spots are, like the palace. Right at the entrance, we're gonna have Gwangjang Shijang Chapsal Kwabegi. This is quite legit. They're making it on the spot. Look at how much they're churning. This is actually a play on words, I believe. Kwabegi, like it's small, but it's Kwabegi, Korean style donuts. It's sort of hyped. It's been on a ton of different television shows. This is $1, but I know the price for these. They're generally like 2 for $1, but it looks super fresh for $1. If it's good, it's worth it. Oh, that's really much. Oh, it is worth it. Pay an extra 50 cents, twice the price for something that is freshly cooked. The hype is real. It's good. Oh, we got this shikan. It was only $1. Price is pretty spot on. We just walked in the first little intersection. Sensory overload. I don't know where to go. There's just too many things to choose from. Everything looks good. Usually when I come to a place, I try to look for the place where there's crowds, but everywhere there are crowds. Actually, Gwangjang Shijang doesn't look that big. I think the one in Gwangbyeong is even bigger, but this is sort of like an epic location right here in the intersection. I swear to God, this is where Brandon Lee did the little crane, gimbal, monopod movement down to that lady right there. Deep fried fish right here. She's cooking up some other fishes. This looks good. Right at the intersection, they also have pachuk, soybean, and then they also have hoba. And then they have Teokbuki, but it's like very thick and round. And oh, this is SoonDae. Like this is legit. Traditional SoonDae, really big. Teokbuki here looks better. It's better turned over than the other one that we just saw at that other location. Because there's just so many people everywhere. I really don't know where I can particularly recommend you guys to go. Like, I have absolutely no idea. It's just the luck of the draw. But I think it's gonna be all good. Mai says this place looks the most legit because she sees this ajumma mix it. They do use a lot of oils here. I don't really see them advertise a lot of hype, but I can just tell this looks legit right there. Everything is amazing. Everything is fascinating. But I do have one negative. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. The women here are the most aggressive I've ever met in any Shijang. They're like super high pressure. You can't like stand around even for like 3 seconds. They're gonna say, you know, get out of the way, come in, you know, like this is not, even though this might be the most hyped touristy place, it's not a place I'd recommend the tourists to come. You can't wander around. You just sort of gotta like go and then go and then just sit down and eat whatever. You say everything is just sort of a repeat of everything. I see the same dumpling, I see the same SoonDae, I see the same, you know, Teokbuki, and here comes, oh my god, I just watched this series. I'm with a celebrity. Let's have the Mandoo. We didn't have the Mandoo yet. We see it everywhere, but we gotta have it from her. This lady is on the same Netflix show as the Jay Fai one, but you don't need a 3-month booking in advance. She is like actually the friendliest lady here. Everybody else is sort of high pressure-y. Just come to the nicest. But she is Netflix famous. You know, as you can see, the tourists are coming, so come here as soon as possible. Korean, English, Japanese. I think there's Chinese in there as well. She should just say everything is $5. Korean style Guksoo with the little ice cubes. That's how you gotta do it. Cucumber. I think this is possibly an acquired taste because it's soybean noodles and it's something that we like to eat in the summer. It has to be complemented with good kimchi. Some people would actually throw the kimchi in there for the flavoring. It's completely up to you. Mayu is doing it her own style. I'm not sure if this is hand-pulled noodles, but the noodle is particularly chewy. I'm actually quite surprised. Because the kalguksu, she cuts it. I know it's handmade, but it's home-cooked. I don't think it is. But somehow it's really chewy. The soup itself, I mean, honestly, this is why you order it. I mean, the taste isn't any particularly different than any other konkuk I have, but somehow she's gotten this grinded down so it doesn't like get stuck in your throat. You may or may not prefer that. I actually like a little bit of grit to my konkuk soup. But overall, I mean, it's pretty legit. I like it. When you eat konkuk soup, the kimchi's gotta be just as good. It's not particular to my preference. I like my kimchi a bit sweeter, but overall, it's relatively good. I mean, for $5, konkuk is not something that you can substitute and use artificial ingredients with. At $5 is a respectable value. We're gonna have to move on. She's super busy, so I'm gonna cleanse my palate with a bit of soju. Taste rating.
4.2.
4.2. That's pretty respectable. As far as my value rating, I'm actually gonna be, I gotta be honest. Brutally honest, I'm gonna give it a 4.4 because that lady is like the nicest lady around here. She's not pushy. I can see that she's super busy, but she's always attentive, offering more kimchi, etc. So I mean, the overall experience there, definitely a place you should check out. What should we do? Do you want to eat this now? Let's go for it. Here is the beef tartare. At $15, this is pretty much as affordable as you can get. We were trying to get this place at Gangnam and we found that it was like almost $40. So this is definitely a bargain here. How you eat this is you're gonna put some of this egg right there on here, some of the turnip sprouts. This is pear. And this is your pretty much bare bones yuke. It has a bit of sesame seeds on there and pine seeds. You like it?
No, I haven't had it raw beef for a long time. This is the flavor that I was like expecting.
Oh, was it? So in Japan you just have regular yuke like this?
No, they don't really serve anymore.
Oh, they don't serve it in Japan?
Because they have like incident.
Oh. It's good though. By the way, full disclosure, don't go to any old place to get yuke. I mean, this place, you can see it's featured in all these TV stations, etc. That's why I was like, okay, and it's Gwangjang Shijang, so I know they have a high turnover here. I'm sure that it's relatively fresh. But I'm gonna wash it down with a bit of alcohol just for safe measure. What are you gonna give it for the taste rating?
4.4.
I'm also gonna give it a value rating of 4.4. At $15, it's not the cheapest thing we've had out here, but I know how much yuke costs, and this is a really, really good deal. The little herbs, the pear, the freshness of it, and then the sesame seed oil along with that. Oh, it's just like a perfect combination. It's like the best rare steak you can ever have, but even softer and succulent. Like it's something that every beef lover should try when they're in Korea. Beef tartare is not as crazy as it sounds. I was so against it, and then I tried it one drunken night and I got hooked.
Like if you order that yuke in Japan, $15 gives you only maybe 3 scoops of. But did you see the amount of beef we got? It's like 1 bowl.
How much would it cost in Japan?
Maybe more than $50.
$50?
Yeah.
Probably. Alright, good thing that this is a twist cap because we're not heavy drinkers. Even the small bottle, we can't finish it. So we're just gonna take it to go. Check out this 매운탕. 이거 알탕이에요?
대구탕.
대구탕이에요?
예.
이게 알이죠?
권이.
권이?
예.
권이가 뭐예요?
그 대구 내장.
내장.
대구 수금의 내장.
Oh, so this is like fish intestines. I thought it was eggs because Mayu's been looking for altam. But it looks, it looks so delicious. God, just look at that. And there are so many people inside. We thought we went to a hype yuke place, but check this out. 2017-18 Michelin Star yuke place. There's like tons of people waiting outside. But it's also only $15. It looks so fresh. I sort of regret it. I'm just curious because it's got a Michelin star. This little alley is like the UK alley. There's so many people here. This looks good too, look. I honestly don't know like how much better yuke can get though. I guess you should just try the Michelin one since you can just say that you went to a Michelin one because it's the same price. But I don't think you can go wrong with yuke here because I'm sure their turnover is really high. Yuke, honestly, you can't, like there's no cooking technique. It's just fresh beef, you know? And then you just cut up some pears, cut up some herbs, and throw some sesame seed oil. That's it. Alright guys, we circled around. We're back to the main Pindaeteok street in the beginning. I have to try one of these Pindaeteoks before I go, even though I'm sort of full. It's just they make it everywhere. I don't know where to get it. There isn't any particular place that sticks out above others because everywhere sticks out equally. This sort of caught our eyes because they're actually grinding the mung beans manually in the old school Korean stone way, although they did modify it with a drive belt. She's right in the center. I don't think we can go wrong. This is how it looks like after they grind it. She's gonna mix it up with the veggies and then she makes it super fresh right there. I trust her experience. If this is all she makes, it must be good. There isn't really much variation here. She's also super nice. She's double layering the cups for her because she can't hold on to it because it's super hot. They're just gonna have to sort of cool it down before they can take a shot at it. Really big ones. She cuts it up into 4 pieces. It's $4. I don't think I can fit that in my stomach. So we're just gonna go with one of these smaller ones. They're only $2. I mean, I don't even really think I can do a value analysis on this because it's so cheap. She uses the scissors to grab things. 감사합니다. I just want to try right now because it's sort of hot out here because it is relatively an outdoor market. So we're gonna try to find a cool spot to go ahead and try it. She has this really lovely dress, so we asked where'd you get it? She got it in Sarong, $200.
Very pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Really crispy. And then
Oh, okay. I was like, why isn't she putting the soy sauce on it? Because like they usually give you a dip or something, and she said you don't need it. You definitely don't need it. It's not too salty. It's perfect. The outside is crispy as it should be, and the inside is relatively soft. It has a rich flavor. There's like beef in there too, huh?
yeah, I am bored.
No, it's pork? But what would you give it for a taste rating, babe?
4.5 or 6, I think.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because,
So this is the highest rated thing you've had here.
because I wasn't expecting this a good flavor from it.
Oh,
I
really?
saw they grinding the
Yeah. You know it's legit.
stew,
Yeah.
And it's just mixing by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. If it's
Yeah.
hungry, I'm gonna eat 2.
I'm not gonna give it a rating because if I give it a legit rating, someone's gonna go, "Oh, you're being so cheap. It's only $2." For around this price, when you're drinking it with, you know, $3 soju, like a bottle that's gonna get you wasted, it's not really gonna matter. Overall, guys, Gwangjang Shijang, it's hype, but it isn't. I can see it's popular, but there aren't as many foreigners as I thought there would be. Most locals are just coming after work because this is a big commercial business center, and they're just having your traditional Korean street food. As a matter of fact, even I think this is more traditional than your relatively traditional Korean Shijangs. They're sticking with your common menus like Yukhwe, SoonDae, and then you got your regular dumplings. I even saw like the sannakjis, which I'm a big fan of, but I'm full. Yeah.
They have a lot of
Yeah, they have a lot of seafoods, like the live octopuses that I like. Basically everything that pairs well with soju or makgeolli. So if you're wanting to drink, come out here. The drinks are really cheap. They're not charging too much of a premium, like $3-4. Hang out with people. It's super lively. I really like how they have the light set up. It has a very unique feel to it. The way that this particular shijang is set up for you to sit down and sort of eat and have a conversation, which I didn't get that feeling from watching other vlogs, because they're usually like street vloggers just going and tasting something and going. But this is like a place you come with friends, you sit down, get a bottle of soju or makgeolli, and you enjoy the night away. So highly recommend you come here. The prices are actually not a high price. Come here before it becomes hype, because I have a feeling it's probably gonna become like Ratchada night market. Yeah, it's just
like you see the bus.
yeah. Right now there's Koreans haven't recovered from the Chinese tourist boycott, but when they do, I think this would be a hot spot.
This time it's not about escaping.
Maeun has an issue with these Korean ajishis smoking in front of the no smoking area. But this is Korea where you can't question an ajashi. Ajashis are always right. But here I am sipping freaking soju too. No one's saying anything. So who am I? Just enjoy. It's a free country, guys. Do what you want.